lost. Lost. This is a word we hear many, many times in our life. Imagine if you're going to go somewhere with a friend. You go to take the car, and your friend says, "We can't take the car." "Why can't we take the car?" "I lost the keys." "What do you mean you lost the keys?" "Well, I wasn't paying attention." "What did you say?" "I was lost in thought." I must say, I think this is beginning to look like a lost cause. I don't know what we're going to do. We've lost our bearings. We've lost our minds. Let's just go home. We can't go home. Why can't we go home? I lost the keys to the bike lock. Wait, maybe we're not lost. Maybe we're just exploring, like that Dr. Emmerich says. Maybe. So there you have it. We lose people, places, things. We lose our health. We lose wars. We lose mothers and fathers. We lose children. We lose our dreams. We lose our way. But you have come here seeking a life of meaning and purpose. There's an interesting factor we've noticed when we use the word lost in our lives. We've noticed that a lot of other four-letter words go with the word lost. Keep listening, you may hear them. But you are seeking a life of meaning and purpose, following your dreams. You've come to medicine singing to find some help or comfort or guidance. So let's look at what we can do when we're lost. So here are three things to remember when you hear the word lost or believe that you're lost or a friend is lost. Number one is that because we're human, sometimes we have mislabeled feelings. Those feelings that we labeled as terrifying, fearful, disoriented, may in fact only mean that we need to think about being on an adventure instead of being lost. And so on the adventure, we use the word exploring. We move our orientation from lost to exploring. Secondly, we need a method to track our movement. And so we talk about journaling the journey. You've heard stories or seen programs of people who have been archaeologists, perhaps in the South American region, seeking out the lives of past civilizations. And when they come upon written words, it's an incredible and exciting time to understand just what happened at that point in time in history. The same is true for you. Your words are that important. Journal for the journey. And third, if you are living a life of meaning and purpose, if you've changed your orientation from lost to exploring, if you've journaled for the journey and reflected and grown, you've been humbled by the journey. In being humble, you have grown to become wiser. And as you become wiser, we become asked by friends and others for help when others come to us and say, "Will you help me? I'm lost." So when that moment comes, which it will, that a dear friend calls you and asks for help because they are lost, you will have the courage and the wisdom to help them, to help your dear friend, no matter what the cost. So what a gift it is to each of us to be able to help a dear friend. Imagine being in their place, which all of us can do because we've all been lost more than once. We hear the words, "You're not lost, you're exploring," and the hope that that brings to us. And we're able to do that for that dear friend. And we're able to speak from our own experience about journaling for the journey, how we watch for the unfolding golden thread, the story that is unfolding in our lives. And as we listen to our friend, perhaps we can reflect back to them the story we're hearing unfold. And instead of lost, they're exploring. Instead of being hopeless, they find hope. And in the end, they also have hope, because you'll be able to say to them, "You're not alone. I'll be with you."